how I see it for the past 8 years. Can we do this? Yeah? Okay, so let's start with today's topic. So for the to qualify MDRT, I want us to be back to basic. Try not to be very complicated. Try to make sure that simplify financial planning for your client. Guys, sometimes right, when I talk to my mentee or new agents, they want to complicate their presentation. But to be honest, to be a good advisor, you know how to simplify financial planning, to ensure that your client understands it very well, and to make sure that your client can make decisions with peace of mind. So you give that kind of peace of mind to them to make sure that they make the right decision. So today's concept is very simple. I call this as a GREAT concept. GREAT concept. So G stands for gratitude, R stands for reality, and E stands for error, and A stands for awareness, and last but not least, terminology. T stands for terminology. And I'm going through one by one with all of you, and every single segment, they actually carry different purpose. And first, gratitude. Stay in touch with your client by adding value to them. How many of us, when we actually go for prospecting, we tend to be selling or pitching some things that we want our client or our prospect to listen? Most of us do that. But do you think it's the right thing? It's not. So I actually start to learn that before you give, before you actually want to receive, we're supposed to give. That's what we are supposed to do, because we want to make sure that we sincere to be in front of our client. We really care for them. You know guys, every year when I do a policy review with my client, there's one question I always ask them. Why do you choose me as your insurance advisor year by year? Why? There's so many good advisors in the market, but why do you continue choosing me as your insurance advisor? And there are two things that they answer me. The first thing is that I show up all the time, not just when I need them, not just when they need me, but I show up all the time. And secondly, I do care for them genuinely, not just about selling policy. So these two, I always feel that grateful for them. I want to make sure that they know that I truly care, not just about selling them the policy, but I really want to make a difference and create a right impact to the family members, to the next generations. Stay connected with your client and show care, concerns to your client and prospect. And guys, talk about gratitude. We always think that gratitude means that you are grateful for your client. But at the same time, at this point in time when I do a policy review, I keep reminding my client, you must be grateful for us as well, our profession. Guys, why our profession is very important in the world. As a matter of fact, when someone faces difficulty in life, for instance, they face emotional challenges, they face physical difficulty, they face spiritual difficulty, you can always get all this support from anybody, right? If let's say you face difficulty, for example, you have some emotional challenge, can you get a friend to give you emotional support? Can? Right? Very easy. New friends, old friends, when you face problem, you talk to them and ask them, can you give me emotional support? I need someone to talk to. They will be very glad to speak to you, probably. You don't need to even treat them for lunch or dinner. They say, don't worry, you need me, I come to your house, let's have a chat. Am I right? Correct? Emotional support is free. How about physical support? You need someone to help you physically, let's say you want to move a house. There are plenty of your friends are willing to help you to actually move things from one house to another house. So physical support will never be the issue. Right?
Yeah.
How about spiritual support? Same. Is it easy to get spiritual support? Easy or not, guys? Easy, right? You can ask anyone, and I believe that your friends will give you physical support as well. Can you think of one thing that a support that you will never be able to get from anyone in the world, even your own family member? What support is that? Financial support. Guys, trust me, if you have a siblings, you keep asking your siblings to give you income when you lose your ability to earn money. Do you think your sibling will give you income every month? Right or not? Give or not? No. Who say yes? Who say no? You see, everyone say no. That is the fact of life. Financial support is the only support in the world that will never able to depend on anyone, not even your own siblings or your own family members. When one time when you message your sibling and ask for financial support, they will entertain you. Okay, I will help you. Second time, okay, I will help you. Third times, if you're lucky, okay, I will help you. Fourth time, what are they gonna do to you? They block you. Agree or not? Guys, I'm not creating this story. It happened to my friend. My friend tried to ask me for financial help. I do help, but I told her, how many months can I help you? Right? So guys, if all of us agree that financial support is the only support in the world, that nobody or we can never rely on anyone, why not with our profession? We ensure that everyone in the world will never need to depend on anyone when it comes to financial support. Can we do that? Yeah. So how amazing our profession is. I always tell my client, not just me being grateful for you, but do you think that whatever I've done over the years, do you think it's been a different? Then they start to say that I'm grateful to have you as our financial advisor or insurance advisor. So guys, give a round of applause to yourself in this profession. That we are the only profession that will be able to make anyone in the world do not need to depend on anyone when it comes to financial support. When you remove insurance from the equation, more and more people will forsake and they even don't have the financial capability to go to get a proper treatment. Do you agree with me? Yeah. Right? So a lot of people scared of insurance. I agree. But if I remove insurance from the equation, do you think more and more people will die? They don't get treatment properly, they don't get income replacement, they don't get a proper legacy planning. More and more children will suffer financially in the future. So do you think insurance is important? It's more than what we can think is important. That's why we always try to create this kind of awareness, not just to your prospect, to your client. The work that we do for them over the years is meaningful. Okay? So, now talk about the gratitude, the last one. Some agent came and asked me, Kaka, do you give to your client? I do. To be honest, actually I do give to my client for as a gratitude. They entrust their wealth with me and they actually entrust their children's future with me. I feel very grateful. So obviously, during their wedding anniversary, Chinese New Year or Christmas, I do give to them. But at one point, I feel that the experience of receiving gift is temporary. So I bring this gratitude to the next step, which is I always do a collaboration with my client that will actually leave a long-lasting impact. Let me give you a real-life example that what I usually did with my client. So I think one mistake that most agents always do is that we tend to focus on growing our business. Who agree with me? Right. Obviously, we want to get sales, we want to get more income, we want to get more leads. So our focus is always on growing our business. So from there, I shift my mindset to let's focus on growing my client business. Because when you focus on growing your client business, naturally your business will grow as well. Naturally your business will grow. And always believe in this thing that the more successful your client is, the more business they will give you. You know why? Because the more wealth they need to protect. So focus on giving, grow business for your client instead of focusing on growing your own business. So the collaboration that I did was, you all actually can follow as well. So few years back, actually, I have a client who owns a school for special needs kids. Okay? So basically, whoever kids that go to this school, they are special needs kids. So I told to my client, I said that, do you know that when kids have this kind of special needs, do you think as a parents, you even need to plan properly for them? Because in the future, close to 100%, they might not be able to handle money independently. Right? So why not we do an event together, which is you invite the children parents who send the children to your school, and I will come in as an advisor that help them to create a structure to make sure if anything happens to the parents in the future, even though the children has the special needs, you'll be well taken care of financially. So we did this collaboration. You know how I grow a business? So I actually call my client who have a special needs kids and to share with them how amazing this school is. And another side from my client's school, which is she invited all the parents whose kids actually go to this school to come to my talk. That's how we start to do collaboration. And guys, when I want to grow business for my client and my client want to help me to grow my business,